Yeah, they don't want me to make this video. So now they're messing with my phone. And I know who it is. It's the very person I'm about to talk about. He was able to get into my phone whenever we did this fake ass live that we did the other night. So I did a live with this fake YouTuber by the name of Pat the Great. And I'm not really sure what his angle is, to be honest with you. But I'm just going to give you guys the information and you make your decision on whether or not you think he is a perp or if you think he's just some misguided, delusional individual. So this is what happened. So he reached out to me and says he wanted to do an interview with me to try to up my subscribers. So I said, cool. We've had some comments back and forth prior to this. And so I was like, cool, that's fine. I'm game for doing that. So he's like, when do you want to do it? I told him I was cool with doing it now, later on today, if you're cool. He was like, yeah, me too. We're ready to do it. Cool. So we made preparations to do it. And here's the conversation. So I made a video about my targeting and what I'm going through, what I'm suffering through. And he saw that video because he subscribed to me. And he decided he wanted to do a live with me to up my subscribers. And this was the exchange. So just let me know available. I'll take about 2 hours to get settled. No problem. You guys can read it. So I asked him if he wanted to do a FaceTime prior to doing the interview. He didn't want to do that. Thought that was weird, but I was like, cool, no problem. So he never responded to the FaceTime thing. So I was like, okay, fine, let's just go ahead and do it, the live. I was a little skeptical about it, but it was like, okay, I'm cool with doing it. So he sends me the link for StreamYard, as you see that down at the bottom, and I linked into that. Now, as soon as I linked into it, there were some weird things that happened on my phone, but that's neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. So that was the exchange on YouTube. Now I'm going to show you guys the exchange that happened on our exchanges through text after the story. So the story goes like this. We do the live. We're on the live for 3 hours. We have a very good conversation. It's myself and 3 of his friends. 3 of his male friends. These are obviously and apparently people that he knows that live in the same city as him. And I felt this way about it. But it was like, you know what? I'm not going to, question the situation. It is what it is. If it turns out to be, what my gut says, then, it is what it is. So the live went really well. He came off as a very genuine person. He came off, pretty cool, pretty decent. We exchanged numbers. And we basically said we were going to, try to forge a friendship is what I thought, and that's what the end of the conversation was, even on the live, that I wanted to try to cultivate a friendship and get to know him better and yada, yada, yada. So he was like, cool, whatever. So I get off the phone and get ready for bed or whatever. And I get up for work, which is the reason why I ended up ending the conversation last night, the live. Everybody was real cool. Everybody was real friendly. Everybody was real nice. Everybody that was in the live. It was someone named Barry, someone named Brandon, and someone named Looks Like Jesus. And they were all very cool, very nice. I don't know who they were. but they seemed very nice. Barry was supposed to be Pat's friend. So, he was nice and very gentlemanly as well. So I get up this morning for work and I sent him a text and I was like, hey, have a peaceful day. I'll actually show you guys the text that I sent him, trying to cultivate a friendship, just being cool, because that's who I am. I'm not a fake ass individual. I don't need to play games, and I don't play games. So here is my hey Pat, Zona, just wanted to tell you to have a peaceful day, and I'll speak with you soon. So that was the first text. And so I guess throughout the day he was texting me, but my phone is a Wi-Fi app. And so if I'm not in the vicinity of Wi-Fi, I'm not going to get any messages until after I'm in the vicinity of Wi-Fi. And so I didn't get any messages from him until after I got off work. And when I got off work, I ended up texting him, and I actually told him that. I was like, hey, I'll show you guys what I said. So he responds this morning and he says, okay, you do the same, my love. So I said, so he said, I can tell they're trying to isolate us since last night, LOL. Any differences they like to trigger to isolate. So this is all while I'm at work. You can see the time. Let's see. And that was like 11:50, 11:50, 11:50, 11:49. And so we go all the way down. And so he, just going back up so that you guys can read that. Take a little time. So then he asked me, what's your real name? And that was at 11:50. So I text him, like as you can see, and I said, hey, just got off work. Will you have some time to talk this evening, like 6 my time? And that was at 3:52. He didn't respond back until what time my time, until like 5, and I'll show you guys that. So he waited a little while to respond back to me. Let's see. So yeah, so we'll just back it up. So I said, hey, just got off work. Will you have some time to talk this evening, like 6 my time? He said, what time here? That was at 5:37 when I text him at 3:52. And then I ended up trying to text him again, are you free, at 6:20, and it failed. So then I ended up calling him as soon as I got, settled in Wi-Fi area, and no response. And so I texted him and I was like, hey, Pat, I'm sorry I wasn't able to return your message. I was on the bus. My service requires Wi-Fi. I hope that we can chat today. I'm free. 6:45. And then I looked on, so I'll explain that. So I go on YouTube because I'm subscribed to him, or I was, and I seen that the live was taken off that we did. And so I was like, whoa, like, did they really erase the live? Because I'm thinking that, was, somebody on the YouTube end, or somebody, perping. So I responded to him and I said, whoa, let's see. So I said, whoa, do you know our live isn't on your channel anymore? I knew they were mad, but to delete that, have you seen that? No response. So when I did that and there was no response, I went on YouTube just to see if there was any activity for him, because I knew he was doing some stuff for the Wayne Daniels funeral earlier today. And so, or trying to, reach out to people. So I go on and I see that he was in a live. So when I went in his live, it said that this video was no longer available. And so that typically represents when somebody has blocked you. And so I actually even went into his live before he did that. And I said, hey, I didn't know you were having a live today. Went into the chat and he blocked me. And then the whole thing just turned gray and said that it wasn't available. So I was just like, okay, what the heck is going on? Like, so he had a live earlier, and I'm not really sure what the topic was, because I just kind of flipped on it and then flipped off after the whole, like, blocking me. And that's when I ended up going and writing this text that said, take care. Yeah, I also went into his YouTube comment on one of his videos and said, oh, okay. Like, just basically, okay, so now you're doing the ghosting thing. Okay.